Stop the racist system, we shall not be moved. Stop the racist system, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. Do you know it in Spanish, Leslie?
No, but you're going to teach us, aren't you?
No, 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 nos moving on. No, 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 nos moving on. Come on, our nos moving on, but we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. This little light, I know y'all know this one.
Sing along with us. Do whatever. Go ahead. Face recording.
Yep. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. Well, let's start over again and do it without the capo maybe. Okay. Different key? Let me grab your capo. You want your capo, baby? Where's your capo?
You're supposed to stand next to me. Yes, I need help, man. I'm not sure yet. I think that's it. I think this is a speaker. That's supposed to be already picking up that.
You mean a microphone?
I'm recording. And hopefully it's also getting their sound.
And
But when we walk around on the march,
it's like a dress rehearsal.
we have to use this to hear people
Here comes
as
the
we
real thing.
walk around on the march. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. I think I got it.
Here we go.
In.
This little light of mine, it's too high still. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah.
and his cronies.
Oh no, not gonna let it shine. No, Trump and his cronies, not gonna let it shine. Trump and his cronies, not gonna let it shine.
We're gonna
Shine,
let it
shine, shine. Oh
You
yeah.
know which microphone is being used. That was a phone.
Black lives matter.
Yes, I'm gonna let it shine. Black lives matter. We're gonna let it shine. Black lives matter. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh yeah.
Defund the police.
Yes, we're gonna let it shine. Defund the police. We're gonna let it shine. Defund the police. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
All together, ready? All together now.
Yes, we're gonna let it shine. All together now. We're gonna let it shine. All together now. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. No. Hide it under a bushel. No. We're gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No. We're gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it
Yep, so we're
shine.
gonna let it shine. Here we go. This little light. You ready? This little light of mine.
Yes, I'm gonna let it shine. This little little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, shine, shine. Yeah. Yes, we do. All right. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'll keep on walking, I'll keep on talking. We're marching up the freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, no, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. We're gonna keep on walking, we'll keep on talking. We're marching up the freedom land. Oh, nobody turn me around, hey, turn us around, yeah, turn us around. Turn me around, keep on walking, keep on talking. We're marching up to freedom land. Okay. Here's the old one that you young people, and just join on in, that you young people have heard. You've seen it on the news, on CBS, on those old documentaries. And these old songs are still relevant today because us black folks are not where we're supposed to be. Okay? So we have not overcome yet, but someday we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, oh, I do believe that we shall overcome someday, and we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. No, 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 we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved today. Yeah. Whoa, deep in my heart. Yes, Lord, I do believe that we shall overcome today. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. That's the one. Oh, freedom over me, over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Very good.
We're giving you little clips of songs. These have been, the history behind each one of them is really easy to find online, but it would be great to bring these back to the forefront. I mean, I've heard No Justice, No Peace over and over and over again. There's a book out called Chance for a Lively Picket Line that really kind of boosts people up, and we really need morale boosting because we have a fight to be fought.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lillian Hines, and I'm one of the organizers of this protest. The March for Liberty and Justice for Change is a nationwide rally, including over 80 cities across the U.S., standing up against racial injustice. As for the flowers, they symbolize all of us coming together to stand up during these revolutionary times. They also symbolize all of the innocent lives that were taken at the hands of those who were supposed to protect them. Here's Hillary Davis. Thank you. Woo!
Hi, my name is Hillary Davis, and as the co-organizer of this event, I'd like to welcome and thank everyone for being here, for being a part of this and showing up for what you believe in. I'll start with ground rules. Everyone should be wearing masks and try their best to respect social distancing rules. We'll stay peaceful, and if there's anything that compromises our safety, though there most likely won't, be ready to obviously leave. On a higher note, our mission within the Black Lives Matter movement is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on black communities and individuals by the state and vigilantes. I think that by bringing over 80 cities together to fight for justice is the ultimate bonding strategy in showing authorities that we are a higher power within each other than they'll ever be. Now to introduce Samara Rivera. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for organizing it. This is literally amazing. I'm so proud of literally the fact that people are doing this. Because it's important. I just want to say that it takes, accountability. Like, coming out to a protest is great, but I really think that calling your local officials, calling them out, calling out the police, Hartford Police Union, West Hartford Police Unions, calling out the police themselves, and calling to get these people either to resign or to defund themselves until they actually literally work for us, because it is killing us. And if it isn't killing us because we're black and we go outside and someone decides that a cop decides to shoot us, it's because, the world decides that we can't have enough jobs because of our names, and then we get thrown out of the application list, and then the world decides that credit score and college with the predatory loans, and the world literally dictates our life. We need to fight back. We need to hold the police accountable. We need to hold the world accountable. It's not just Donald Trump. It's the Democrats who refuse to do anything and want to be peaceful until our lives and our blood are on their hands. And then when we're all dead, they can say, well, we agree to disagree, and I'll be dead. And then hopefully they'll say it to my grave. Thank you. Next up is the gorgeous Elijah.
Today is the 244th anniversary of America's independence. But on this 4th of July in particular, it is important to recognize that our fight for social justice must always continue, and we're connecting in ways our ancestors could have never imagined. We can't waste this opportunity to make positive changes in our community, in our country, and in the world. The sacrifices made for this country by the people of color should not go unnoticed. They tell us America is supposed to be the land of opportunity and freedom. But how are we supposed to be free if some won't address the injustices going on today? I'm learning about the legacy of America and realize there are so many things that our schools have not taught us and may never teach us. It's our responsibility to learn our history and how this country came to be ever going to be truly free. Not all of us have the privilege to live in a town like this or live in peace. Although injustice has always existed, we have an option to do the right thing and speak up for what's right. Silence is not an option. It's an option, not privilege.
Hello. I would like to tell a story that happened to me when I was like 20 years old.
Oh, no. Wait, no, put the microphone up higher.
All right.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, kind of shy. I would like to speak about a personal experience that I had when I was 20 years old with the cop. Me and my sister were playing tag in the hood, just having fun. We heard some gunshots. They sounded like fireworks, going about our day. Oh gosh. When we heard the gunshots, we just didn't pay attention to it. We just went about our day. She asked me if she wanted to race me to this house. I said, okay, I'll race you. And I raced her to the house, and when we got there, a few cars pulled up. It was some cops. He pulled out a gun on me and said, get on the floor, get on the ground. As I did that, he says, do you have any guns, drugs, weapons on you? I said, no. And he told me to reach in my pocket and take out whatever I had. And it was my phones and my headphones. I was kind of scared, and I looked at my sister and she was crying, and it kind of hurt me a lot. So, Jesus Christ. As he was like beginning to frisk me, I was just trembling, but like he had the gun drawn to me, you feel me? And he was scared. Like I could tell he was scared and I was scared. I looked at him and Jesus Christ.
You got this, Josh. You got this.
All right. And when I got up from the ground, he was just telling me, I'm sorry that I pointed my gun at you. I was scared. And I told him, I know you're scared. I'm scared too. And we were talking, but then that showed me in this world, like, there's cops that's bad, there's cops that's good, but we just all need to change. And, oh my God, shaking.
Just speak it, Josh. Don't read it.
I'm sorry, it's so hard to breathe right now. I was shaking, and I know that the cop was just scared, but the power of hungry, he was towards me. I can't even speak right now. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just talk with my words.
Yeah.
So, in that experience, he was still not unsure if I had weapons or not. So he handcuffed me to my little sister that was like 13 years old. She was scared. She thought she was gonna lose her older brother. Me and her, we're not even blood, but she's my little sister. I care about her, feel me? And it was like a really shocking moment for me and my little sister to go through that. It was terrible. I had that whole gun to my head. I thought it was my last day on this earth. And every night I think about that night, like that day that happened. And I feel like I got PTSD from it. It hurts. It really does. I wish there was a change. I wish just down the road that everything changes. We don't have to do this. We don't have to fight. We don't have to argue. Let's just change. I don't want the next generation to go through what we're going through now. I want them to just be peace. Just be peace between all of us. I don't care what skin color, what shade. It just needs to be peace. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mansell. I live in Hartford, and I'm a child of the 60s, as I've already alluded to. But I've raised two sons, two black men, and the story that this young man just told us is not unusual. You all know that, and that's why you're here today. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support for black folks, for people, because we're the same as you. We might look a little different, we might move a little different, we might express ourselves a little different, but we're the same. And you know that, but you got cousins that don't like it that way. We have got to educate other folks. We have got to let them know that we are all the same, we are all equal, because you know what? I want to breathe. I want my 2 young sons, my 2 young men I raised, to be able to breathe. You might have seen this play that was at the Hartford stage, and it's a movie, The American Son. Well, let me tell you, I've had to have that talk with my sons. The talk, where you sit your young black man down and you tell him, you can't go out in crowds of more than maybe 2, 3 black young men walking down the street together, because you are always under suspicion. You have to conduct your life so that the cops don't see you, because they may pick up their gun and kill you because they're afraid of you just because of the color of your skin. It's a reality for black men, and guess what? For black women too. So, yes, black lives matter. All lives matter. But you know, because we are separated, because of our history, because of the hate for us, because we are thought of as less than, we get treated differently. And not only by the police. It happens in jobs, it happens in schools, it happens in stores, it happens when you walk out your door. It's the reality of life for black people, not just in America, but around the world. But you know what? I do believe in change. And I do know that with the help of people like y'all, that are good people, that are caring people, if we work together, we can make a change in this world. And I want to thank the young ladies, Hillary and Lillian, and then the little sis here, and their parents for taking a stand, because that's what it takes. You have to take a stand. You have to get up. You have to say, this is wrong, and you have to do something about it. Not just talk the talk, but actually walk the walk and do something. And yes, sometimes it takes a baby. It takes a child. It takes a young person to get us started. But then we all can get up and work together and make it happen. So folks, let's continue to meet, let's continue to talk, let's go to meetings, but not just that. We have to make the difference. We have to call it out when somebody is doing wrong. We have to point out when those in authority are acting discriminately, are acting prejudiciously, are acting racistly. We have to call it out, and we have to call them down. We have to make them know that they can no longer treat black people and all people of color differently, because God made us all the same. So I got a song that I wrote for Black History Month a couple of years ago, and I just want to share it with you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Pull up your bootstraps, oh yes, and reach back. Yes, and help somebody to move ahead and stay ahead. Pull up your bootstraps. Yes, and reach back.
Go and help somebody. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Push up your shirt sleeves. Yeah, and feel free to help somebody, someone in need. Push up your shirt sleeve. Yes, and feel free to help somebody. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My name is Mansell, and I want to introduce my singing buddy, Miss Jill Freeman. Free man. She cares about the freedom of all men. And thank you. Javon, my voting buddy, can you come up for a second? Would you mind? I'm putting you on the spot. But I wanted to talk to you all about voter registration and how important it is. And I'm going to make this quick because I know the sun is hot. There are two ways to register to vote. One is to have a paper that you fill out and you mail back to your town hall or bring it into your town hall. They're in English and Spanish. We also have slips of paper that make it super easy. You can register on a cell phone, a computer. It gives you the link and you'd be able to go in. It takes literally 2 minutes. And I challenge all of you to get at least 5 to 10 people who are not registered to vote to register. Because obviously we have a voice and we have to create change, and we also have to make sure that we hold the voting system accountable, that there's no games that are going to be played. I've been an activist for over 50 years, which I can't believe I'm saying, but we started off with the anti-Vietnam War rallies, and to see things come this far, and from the original civil rights movement, well not the original, because obviously that goes way back 400 plus years, but with the civil rights movement before, and what I feel the changes now is not just getting younger and younger people involved, but there seems to be like a paradigm shift. The fact that it's major mainstream media and that this is happening during COVID when people are home. But in any case, I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you guys are here and I'm really thrilled to see you guys. But also, I just met Javon, but I'm so impressed. He just graduated with his bachelor's from the University of Hartford in sociology, and he's out there volunteering to get people to sign up for voter registration. And please don't underestimate your right to vote. And people worked hard and died for your vote, so for your right to vote. So thank you very much. I'm just going to call. Did you want to say anything? Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to call Leslie up. And we're going to do one quick song, and then one of the organizers is going to be talking to you about what's on their mind and the next step. But this song, no. Okay. This song is called Circle Round for Freedom. Oops, thank you. And there's sign language to it, so I'd like you to do it with me. I'm going to go through it twice. It's short and sweet, but it goes like this. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us with a heavy heart. Circle for release. Break those chains. Yeah. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Would you like to try?
try it out with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's follow along with the signs. It's not
Well.
No, it's one. It's
circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us with a heavy heart, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Have a great march.
Just speaking again, as a black trans woman, it's really imperative to like me and black women especially, for us and our voice to be validated in this movement, for our lives to matter, especially at the hands of, black men, white women, white men, literally anybody who isn't us. Please, like, look within the most marginalized community of a marginalized community, because as a black, queer, trans woman, it's exhausting. And also, defund and abolish the police and really respect trans people, because, like, they're here. Just because we don't know them, don't mean they're here, baby. Because I'm here, and I mean they're here. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the local organizers.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tammy Rogers, and I live in East Hartford. I did over 10 years working in a group home. I did over 15 years working in a nursing home. I don't understand. I've been to 3 marches so far. I've been one in 89, New Jersey, and I've been one in 92 in Connecticut. And then last 2 weeks I've been to another march. I don't understand why I'm 46 and I gotta keep on going to these marches. Because a lot of white people say, and I hate to say that, you need to go back home. But if we go back home, we're gonna take care of your elders. Because there's not a lot of African American people living in the group homes. There's not a lot of African American people in the nursing homes. It's people like me and my color in the group homes, in the nursing homes. And then with the school system, I work for a crack school system, the Richmond School. We have no black teachers, but we have black parents. Some of the teachers, they don't respect us. You know why? Because in that school, you don't need a associate's degree. So when you come into work, they feel like you're somewhere picking cotton. The look they give you is ungodly. And sometimes you feel like, why should I come here to try to help them teach a kid when they don't even care about them? So we want to talk about privilege. Yes, white people are privileged in many forms of way. They don't really come with people with disability. When my son was born in 2001, I found out in 2003 that he had autism. Sometimes you see, I found out trying to get work for him, get help for him. A lot of black parents, they don't know where to go. They don't know the help. But when I go out to seminars, and if I go to the seminar and I get invited, I get emails, because I work for the state too. So when I get email, it says Tammy Rogers. You hear my name, it sounds like I'm a white person. So when I go to the seminar, I go to the winery, I'm the only black person there. And they ask me, oh, hi, Miss Rogers. How did you get the invite? I said, the email. Because they're not expecting for a black person to come here. And then when you talk to parents, or to the school principal, or to whoever was there at that meeting, They got kids with disability and they get all these services. So my thing is, why y'all know all the services, but the black community don't know about the services? We want to keep our kids home. Most of the kids that we teach, they in group home. Black family, we keeping our kids home. So it's privilege. I shouldn't have to fight and steal stuff to help my son. I shouldn't have to wait 18 years to get speech therapy in his house. Why is that? I think education is education, no matter what color you is. If the information out there, it should be shared. It should not be separated. I should have to go to a learning system to find out information about my son. I understand it. So everyone who empower education, whatever your job is, try to help each other to pass the information along. Please do that. So how we want to help each other? Like nighttime, y'all go to sleep. Remember, if you want us to go back home, who want to take care of your loved ones? We got the group home, we got the nursing home, we got the psych home. And mental health, we are the ones out there doing the work. And not too many white people doing the work, honey. They upper management, and they don't want to kick it because they just a number. They just a number. Most of the nurses, the RNs, the LPNs, they don't want to change no diaper. They don't care if Sue got a headache. They do not care about that. It's only us that cares. So at the end of the day, it is privilege. So people, you have your friends, they say, oh, I don't know why Black Lives Matter. Educate them. Tell them to go to sleep at nighttime. Close their eyes and act like we're not here. Who want to take care of their loved ones? But they sure not. They don't have time. They don't have time in their business world to take care of their loved ones. You all know that. They're too busy. I'm busy too, but I take care of mine. Okay, I have a 13-year-old son that stays home with me. He got autism. I take another 25-year-old that's not mine. He's Mexican. So I'm a provider for the state too. So I do this 24/7 because I have a heart. And why should I be looked at as a nigger on the street? Why should I be pulled over 12 times in East Hartford? Because I got a BMW, because I got a Toyota. Why should that be? But when I drive a raggedy bucket, my other third car, I don't get pulled over. We need to stop this. Because we work hard, we need to stop this. Everybody have a family member. You hear me say something wrong? Correct them. Let them know it's not right. Because before, you have to let them know they're wrong. But some people don't know they're wrong. You can be 45, 60 years old, and you don't know. There's a lot of people that I walk around, and I be saying, I know they got common sense. They don't have common sense. They don't at all. So you see something, correct it. Thank you very much.
I was born and raised here in West Hartford. My parents made so many sacrifices to move here when my older sister was in 6th grade, to give her access to the best public school education and opportunities to succeed. I'll be entering 6th grade in the fall, and I can't help but wonder what this town would be if we didn't have such amazing opportunities like today. For West Hartford, young and old, come together to speak out against injustices. We could have all been somewhere else, but you chose to be here, and that's a start.
Out and have, the bravery to tell their story. It is.
It's
and
powerful.
The woman that got up and talked about her autistic son and not having the means to help him, that just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, especially in the education system that people aren't willing to share information. It shouldn't be that way.
Were you nervous?
Are you?
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting Lily it was surprising, but it was an incredible thing.
And how old are you?
Almost 11.
Where do you go to school?
Sesame.
If we go to school, right?